Hey everyone, welcome back to Remember This Tech. I've got 2 bags of stuff, and this is going to be a haul reveal, different haul reveal. This is going to be a AliExpress haul reveal to see what I got. Each of these bags has 10 items each and got like $1.99 shipping. Some were free. They have some deal where you get these choice items and they're like as low as $1.99. And some of the items, you know, they can go up to $7.99 or $9.99. So in this video, we're going to take a look at what I got and kind of visually inspect the quality. See if what I paid for it, even though it was cheap, was it worth it? Well, let's get right to it. This is going to be fun. It's going to be different. And maybe later on, I'm going to get a test review for some of these items. Or maybe in this video. See how much time we have. Come on, let's get to it. So I kind of stacked everything up on the table here. And basically wanted to go through each box, but I wanted to get a look at it, kind of stacked up in its glory, or maybe it's not glory. Maybe it has no glory, we don't know yet. Maybe it's going to be spectacular, but hey, as you can see, there's a bunch of different things: CPU, coolers, random generic packaged boxes, a bunch of cheap gaming mice, cheap keyboards. So yeah, let's take a look at this. Let's start going through it. First item is the G5 gaming mouse. Now, this is really generic looking. It looks pretty flashy on the outside, right? But all it comes with is a mouse in this little package. And here is the mouse. Okay, let's hear the button click. Not very good. Has a scroll wheel, and you think this is a button. It is not. There's a button here though. Not the greatest tactile feel, but they have a side, a couple of buttons too as well. I don't know what the DPI on the sensor is. Maybe it tells me. It just says Windows 8, Windows XP ready. Oh, great. This has been around a while. Vista and Mac. How nice. No DPI for the sensor. Well then, I guess we could hook it up. Hook it up to the computer. Let's see what happens. Check this out. It is hooked up to my computer on the desktop, and we have alternating colorful LEDs. That is interesting, right? So let's see how, I'm doing work on this computer, but hey, let's see. Even though the buttons kind of don't feel great, basically it works. Let's just see what the scroll wheel looks like. And it's pretty responsive, I'm not gonna lie. And for this basic test, you know, it's a $1.99 LED mouse. That's probably worth it if you understand what you're getting. And what you're getting is a cheap, colorful, cool looking mouse. That's a good deal. Next, the next item on the list is another gaming mouse. Right here. It's about the same price, but this one actually has I think the DPI on there. It says 6D Super Roller. Feel the skid scale pattern design operation. Okay, great. Yeah. I don't even understand. Humanization design convenient and applicable without any driver of plug and play, and is applicable to a variety of operating systems. The mouse wired screens using multi-layer board clip structure, blah, 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 blah. So it's either, I don't know, 500, 300, or 10,000 DPI. I don't know because I can't figure it out. This is a GM6 gaming mouse. Let's open it up. this has an even flimsier packaging material. There's nothing else in the box. And if you thought the first mouse was cheap, this one's worse. Oh yeah, the other one, as cheap as it was, is like 9 times better. Well, maybe 3 times better. We go here, right? Look at this scroll. Look at the crap. There's not even a little rubber grip or nothing there. At least this one has a rubber grip. Okay. Yeah, well, I'll give this to the neighbor kid to throw in the garbage later. What's next? What's next? Well, since we're on the colorful themes, right? We've got this. It says colorful too. Colorful. Suspended gaming keyboard. Okay. What does this mean? Turn on, off the light. That's what it says. I'm just repeating it. It says Limonade or something. Colorful light effect. So, okay, the box is so cheap it basically ripped when I picked it up. So let's take a look. On first inspection glance, it is very cheap and smells like chemicals. Okay. It is a membrane keyboard, if that. I mean, it's not great. You flip it over. It does have a little stand here on each side, so I guess that's something. I guess we're just gonna have to plug it in then. So, what do we have here? We got this here. Maybe it could be an awesome generic gaming setup. So what did it tell me? It said this turns on the light. Turn it on. So scroll lock. Scroll lock turns it on. Oh, whoa! See that? It actually works. Okay, that was just like $6.99 or $7.99 for this keyboard. Now, it doesn't actually like change colors or anything, but we have this combo here, so no, it's not changing colors, so what the mouse is. So you get a keyboard and mouse for under $10, supposedly gaming keyboard. So, alright, I'm doing this from behind the camera, so let's see. Okay, I mean, it's not horrible. I wouldn't try to like professionally game with it, but I mean, it looks passable. A kid would like it. It's flashy. Maybe if you want to flip a system, throw it in this combination. So let's look at the next item. I might pay like $5 for this keyboard. I think I overspent by $1 or $2. Since we're on the RGB theme, I got a fan here. I think it was $2.99, and you know, you can stick it in a case, or if you have one, die. Now on the website, it basically says, you know, 1 to 5 pack or 1 to 4 pack. So I thought, oh wow, I'm gonna get 4 of these or 5 of these for like, you know, $3.99 or something. Yeah, you have to select a number. So if you select 1 thinking you're going to get, if you don't specify, you're going to get 1. That's what you get. So CFM is 48, 12 volt. and it says hydro bearings. Yeah, not so sure about that. And this is a 120 millimeter fan, so. Okay, well, why is it stuck in this bag? Box, rather. It's just stuck in here. I want to rip it. Okay. Why is it stuck in here? Really? Alright, so in the box, don't lose your tiny screws, at least you have those, so that's good. There's somewhat of a soft rubber-like material on both sides so you can mount it depending on your airflow or where you're putting it. What worries me is that this is the cheapest fan blade I've ever seen in my life. Like, I mean, why would you separate your main fan blade like that? Why? I don't know. And here's another thing. This appears to be a non-standard fan plug. Now, if you order this thing, check your plug specification, because this, to me, is not going to fit on your damn motherboard. This is a waste of money. Don't buy it, or make sure you get the correct pin out for your motherboard. Next! Alright, these came in one bag, and now granted they had packaged them individually, but I don't know if you needed it, but hey. So, why? Frustration-free packaging? No. Alright, so you open it up, right, and it's a bubble-wrapped little container, so that's fine, that helps. But, what do you have here? Okay, you got a user manual, okay, and it gives you the capacity and the speeds. If you haven't guessed, this is an SSD. A golden fur SSD, okay? It's a SATA 3, and it tells you what to do, basic things, format it, partitioning and what have you. Now, this is the first item that I went through right here that had an instruction manual, or at least something thereof, in English. Give them that. Now, each one of these is 128 gig. And what would I use this for? Why would I buy this? Well, I could use it in a retro build, partitioned to 260 gig drive, partitions. I could rejuvenate an old laptop that would be fine with this. It doesn't need to be super fast. And it says quality assurance check 11/24/2023. So it means it's relatively new in how it was manufactured just a little bit ago. All right. I end up breaking it. So, inside the packaging, it's a little plastic, really generic like, just an SSD, and I have 3 of them. Now, what did I pay for this? Well, I caught a deal on this. They're $6.99 a piece. Why did I get these? I gotta do a bunch of projects, revitalize a bunch of laptops, old ones. Perfect for them, I hope, if it works good. SSDs and NVMe drives, they're going up in price. Storage is going up in price again. That's why I got these cheap ones. They may last for 2 days, they may last for 3 years. Don't know. It actually doesn't state that there's a warranty, is there? It doesn't have any warranty information on here. Nothing. There might be, I can't tell you. Here's a hint. Make sure you're subscribed and give a like to this video, thumbs up, whatever, or thumbs down if you hate it. I got a couple of these different type drives, and I'm gonna do a cheap SSD from AliExpress benchmark test. We're gonna open this up. We're gonna see what's in here for the controller and see if it's worth the $6.99 that I paid for it. So let's get to the next item. You may be wondering what the heck this is. I've got 3 of these. Yeah. Memory, SODIMMs for laptops. It's a 4 gig DDR3 1600 megahertz SODIMM. Sometimes you need a little bit of juice or a few more sticks of memory to get your old laptop playing nice in Windows 10 or 11. So they're all packaged in a bubble wrap. So, and then in here. So I got 3 of these 1600 megahertz DDR3 4 gig sticks, $2.99 each. Is that a good deal? Well, they're supposedly new and wanted to test the quality and gonna refurbish some laptops with them. So to me, as long as they work, no errors, that's not bad. So here's to refurbishing laptops. While we're on the memory kick, I've got another thing here. I got a memory stick. 4 gig DDR3 1600 megahertz. This was $4 here. And it's only 4 gig, but I wanted to test this brand. It's called Wall RAM. Okay. You know, you just gotta love some of this brand names. I mean, if you don't laugh at it, well, hey, whatever. So, is this worth it? Well, memory, who can't use that? And the next bunch of packages here have some items here that are going to be random, okay? The next one is this. This is a NVMe PCI Express 4.0, 3.0 full speed card. What is this for? You could slap this in one of your spare PCI slots in your motherboard, right? And basically, you can get fairly fast storage, like if you want to put your game drives on here. Yeah, you're probably not going to be able to boot up off of this, okay? That's a given. But you're buying it to stick on an NVMe in a system like a 4770 or something like that, and it, you know, put on your games on here for Steam and like a terabyte drive and have some speedy game time loads, or maybe video editing, you know? So that's what this is for. It's kind of surprising that they didn't hook this up, but I guess you gotta hook it up yourself. Figure it out. Figure it out. So yeah, they give you this to mount it. You mount your NVMe in here. And look, something you don't even get most of the times with most motherboards is the NVMe screw. And here's the thumb screw for attaching it to your back of your case. And here's another standoff. And they give you an itty bitty screwdriver too, in some kind of instruction manual. What did I pay for this? $1.99. This is a good deal. If it works, it is a great deal. Especially for older systems, revitalizing them. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, this is just some bubble wrap pack. Ooh, look at this. Okay, so this was just something I wanted to test, and this is a micro SD card. You know, you can use this for camera, like I'm recording on right now. You get whatever you want to do with this, right? So this is a 100 megabits a second drive, V10, and it's a blue series. So I guess it's kind of like the value series, kind of like, you know, like Western Digital has blue, but I'm not comparing this to them. So I got this. It was only 32 meg, and basically you can put it in to your SBC computers like Orange Pi, Raspberry Pi, put an OS on there, or do tons of things with it. And I got this because I wanted to test it, see if it really had the read and write speeds that it claimed. This is $299. Pretty good. Moving on. Moving on. Oh, okay. I don't even know if I ordered this or not. Maybe just slapped it in there. Who the hell knows? Oh, no, I did order this. Okay. This is like a mini PCI Express, mini, I'm not really saying it right, but if you have ports on a all-in-one computer or a motherboard, you could plug this into that, right? And on the back of here is an NVMe slot. And you can kind of use this as an adapter. Or maybe sometimes you can run like another cable to here to a standalone PCI Express graphics card. Now, it may work, may not, but that was only, or $1.99 rather. Kind of stuff to experiment with, you know, see what we can do with it and whether it works. We have the next item up here. Just hope 90% of it works. Oh yeah. I pull like tons of drives out of these old laptops, right? 2.5 inch, and I've got a 1 gig, you know, and I got more. And basically what this is an external USB 3.0, 2.5 inch hard drive external case. It's not metal, it's plastic. It is very cheap. Oh, did I just break it? Great. So what do we have in here? Plastic, a little pad, sticky pad to like cushion your drive probably, and an interface for SATA. That's it. This was $1.99 as well. I couldn't pass it up because it was so cheap that even if it was horrible, at least you got to see me break it on camera when I opened it up. I'm not gonna say this was a waste of money. Yeah, you get the point. So we're gonna test this later. I'm gonna have to probably do a video testing half this stuff, so stay tuned. Subscribe and make sure you don't miss that upcoming content. Alright, tail's getting pretty full of stuff here. I haven't cleaned it off. What is this? Oh, yes. Yes! So, yeah, this is another SSD SATA 3 drive, so it's another 128 gig model. It's by PooSkill. PooSkill, unleash your skills. Okay, great. Unidad de Estado Solido. The exclusive SSD for every need. Okay, so it just tells you blah blah blah. This one actually tells you it has a 3-year warranty. 3 años. So, if you get an idea of what's going on here, I got another one of these, and I don't think that I need all these drives, but you can never have too many SSD drives. So anyways, this one has a metal cover, whereas the other one was plastic. This one was $1 more. This was $7, $7.99. And it feels heavier because of the metal case. So if you get the growing theme here, I've got a variety of these SSDs, and I'm going to speed test them and break them down in a later video. Alright, we got a couple more items here. Hope you're not bored yet. I want goo CPU fan. 90mm CPU fan. Gorgeous, powerful cooling fan. CPU cooling. So it's a smart RGB system fan, sync, and everything in control. Pure copper, and it says silent, it says Intel and AMD. 800 to 2000 RPM fan speed, and I don't think it tells me the TDP or the dissipation or not. So this cost $9. So this is one of the most expensive items that I bought in this pack. And sometimes you basically want to test the cooler, you need a cooler, you have a build you don't want to keep swapping coolers off of, so I wanted to test some of these. Can't be any worse than they got off of Amazon lately. So packaging is, I don't know, what would you say, minimal, but possibly okay. And hopefully we don't slice our fingers on this fan. Okay, so what that looks like there is a bracket for like an X99 motherboard, 2011 TAC 3 LGA style. Sometimes you'll need that for these. So it's cool that they put that in there, and I think it was specifically said that it supported that as well. And I think it supports AMD systems, AM4, I think. So alright, so we got 4 heat pipe design, which not bad. They're true copper, I think. The fan size leaves a bit to be desired, but there is some weight to it, but not that heavy compared to a normal fan. But it might do the trick for a lower TDP system, maybe a quad-core AMD AM4 system, or maybe a lower end system for like a LGA system, LGA 2011. But technically those systems running those Xeon chips are going to be putting out some heat. So the fan is sturdy and thick. It's like more thicker than this cheap aluminum. Alright, we're gonna have to test that later, but at least we have the right connector for the motherboard here. Hallelujah! And it came with the pack screws for the motherboard. Last but not least, the ICE 200 Pro. I go. This one says that it's AM5 compatible. Also, LG 17X, 1700X, blah 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 compatible. RGB fan, dual heat pipe design. I really wouldn't use this for anything more than like a low end dual core, quad core. I mean, it's 2 heat pipes. I mean, you can't do much, right? Who knows? I have to test this as well. It says it supports AM5, AM4, AM3 Plus, AM3, AM2 Plus, and AM2. And then LGA 1155, 51, 50, 775, and 1700. How the hell are they going to put all the bracket adapters in here to mount the mounting adapters on here? I don't know. 1800 RPM max, 90 by 90, 25 millimeter. 42 CFM. DC, 12 volts. Well, let's open it up. Oh yeah, what did I pay for this one? Oh yeah, you're gonna love this. $4.99. ICE 200 Pro cooler. At least you have an instruction manual. Oh, parts list too. Oh, there's a rotating bracket, so you have to put it on here to mount it on different things. And okay, maybe it does have some thermal grease. No way. The other one didn't have thermal grease. Tells you how to mount stuff. All right. There's no packaging padding in here whatsoever. You see it. You saw it. Okay, you got little plastic mounting standoffs. Little thing of thermal grease, a couple screws. it looks cheap. That's all I can say. And if you slide your hand across here, ow, it's gonna cut the hell out of you. Yeah, buyer beware. But look, it's a 3-pin, suitable for some boards at least. 2, count them, 2 heat pipes. You know, the AM3 systems or the boards with the FX series, you can clip this on the AMD clip, you know, for the board bracket retention mechanism just by using this. I've had a cheap one like this before, and you can do it. Feels like you're gonna put a ton of pressure to secure it, but you can do it. That's it. That's all I got. So, as I always do, talk about my final thoughts. There's a few good cheap items in there. And if all the SSDs work and they get good sustained speeds, they're probably not going to do well under a high read and write. They'll probably just tank after a while, but hey, if you're just using it for an old laptop, browsing the web, I'm sure they'll do fine. Some of the RAM, you know, it's going to be good for refurbishing some of the laptops that I have from some haul videos. And, you know, those SSDs as well. So, and good for some old retro machines. And you'll have to use the converters IDE to SATA. But hey, not a bad haul. Some good stuff in there. In total, I probably saved about $125 to $150 by buying all that stuff versus going to Amazon and buying their inflated markup prices. These aren't name brand items for any of these, basically, except for the Lexar and the Golden Fur, I guess, is a reputable brand name, but that's to be determined, yet to be tested. So, I hope you like this unique kind of haul video, and thanks for watching. Remember this tech.